All right, what's up, everyone? I got a quick video for you guys here today. We got a set of Mac Tools Precision Torque 3/8 drive sockets in metric. It goes from 6 millimeters all the way up to 19 with no skips, so it's pretty nice. You don't have any skips there. Although you might not use the 6 and 7 too often, of course the 9. Maybe a few others, but the reason why I wanted to do the video is I seen for Flyer 1 in 2024, Mac Tools has this set once again in the Flyer, which I believe it said $99. That's what I paid for them a few years ago. Came with at the time a free knife too. It was one of those things. They were my primary, metric 3/8 drive sockets for a couple years until I eventually replaced them. They set up snap-ons, which I do prefer the snap-ons more, but the price is significantly different. The Precision Torque line is made offshores, which I didn't know that at the time. If that means anything to you, doesn't really matter. That's just, they're offshore versus USA made. I do have, like the precision torque wrenches from Mac that I love. But other than that, when I bought them, I believe they were being advertised as being able to remove rounded and damaged fasteners. I think it did the whole X percentage rounded off, it would still remove them. I found they don't work too great for that. They have the ridges in there, you can see. Kind of like the Snap-on Flink Drive Plus. I didn't think it worked really that well at all for fasteners that are already rounded off. I never had an issue really where I found that they were rounding off like fasteners that are extra tight or anything. It just wasn't a damaged fastener. Worked fine for that. My biggest complaint is, let's grab a 10. They're pretty long for being a shallow socket. I got a Craftsman over here, pretty standard socket, 10 millimeters as well. See, they're quite a bit longer. They're all the same length. I mean, that wasn't an issue too often. It just sometimes it was. It was a little too wide to get in there. I wish I had my semi-deeps with me, but I don't. They're not as long as like a semi-deep socket, but they're longer than an average shallow. I think the Snap-on shallow sockets are even shallower than this Craftsman, but I could be wrong on that. I kept them in my toolbox for a while at work just because it was a wider range of sockets I had. Between those, my semi-deeps, I felt like I didn't have to worry about an issue with having, a socket too long or too short. That's why I kept them around, and then eventually I brought them home. But I did just buy that Milwaukee 3/8 drive kit that I did a video on not too long ago, so I just don't see me using these too often. So I might sell them. We'll see. But not a bad set of sockets. Just want to do a quick little review of my experiences with them since they're going to be in the upcoming Flyer. Not a bad socket, not bad to add to your, arsenal of tools if you are looking for something a little bit longer than a shallow socket, and that might appeal to you or not. I can really go both ways. But as a primary set of sockets, they didn't work for me for just being my only 3/8 drive set of sockets and shallow. I preferred some other brands, but there you go. Thanks for watching.